Hey, it's me. It's Coach Tim. It's March the 25th, and it's a new cycle. So get excited about that because if you like barbells, then we got barbells for you today, and we're gonna have barbells for you throughout the cycle. Not that we don't always find a way, but particularly during these Ollie cycles. So what do we have today? We'll start off with 3-3-2-2-1-1 squat snatch. We talked a bit about in our cycle video just the fact that we're not going to get better at snatching and clean and jerks this cycle through the use of complexes and breaking the component parts down. We did that last cycle. So this cycle is going to just be about doing the thing, right? Doing the thing and trying to get really good at it, adding a little bit of volume, but getting good at the thing through doing the thing. And that is not always the best way, but that's the way we're doing it this cycle. And we're kind of excited about it. Now, to say, I said this in the cycle video also, it's not to say complexes don't still exist at our box. They're always useful. They're not a bad warm-up tool for you, but also we have weightlifting classes that you can go to where those complexes and things like them do exist. So it's a very good sort of companionship between the weightlifting classes we already have and the way that we are incorporating weightlifting into the cycle this time around. Now, the WOD today is a couplet. How are you feeling after last Wednesday's test with the 60 toes to bar? Have you recovered? It's been several days since, but I'm wondering whether or not you're recovered. Today, we have a couplet of power snatches and those same toes to bar. And it's the same volume of toes to bar too. It's just in a much different, hopefully more palatable context and format today. What is it? Well, it's kind of two formats, separated by a rest. We love a rest, don't we? And what it is 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 power snatch toes to bar. That's the combo. That's the couplet. And but that's not all. Now if you do the math there, that gives you 30 of each. So then bouncing back and forth between the power snatch and the toes to bar, but that's not all. After I complete the round of 2, I look at the clock and then I give myself a 2-minute rest. After the 2-minute rest, I'm gonna do the same thing, just in a new order. Now, it's just 30 power snatches and 30 toes to bar in that order. So not break up however you want. They are in that order. Got to do all the 30 power snatches before I do all 30 toes to bar. And so the dynamic changes a little bit. The movements stay the same, but it's a good way to show you, not that you didn't already know, that context matters a lot and you'll have to break things up differently. So, at that volume, what are we looking at loading-wise? We are not looking at Isabel weights today. We are looking at lighter than Isabel. So if you're not sure what that means, Isabel is a girl benchmark workout, 30 power snatches, or 30 snatches for time. And the RX of that is 135 for men, 95 for the ladies. And today we want it to be lighter than that. So if you have recorded Isabel over the last several years and you know what it feels like, then go lighter. We'll also be saying 115 is the heaviest for the men, 75 for the ladies. But it can't be a challenging, very challenging 115 or 75. It has to be something that you could touch and go for several reps at a time. Because we have a very specific time cap today, and that is 20 minutes. And that is meant to entice you to, challenge yourself, but also to push you, because probably it is not the day to push the weight if you're not sure about it. Probably it is not the day to push the toes to bar if you're not sure about it. Probably the better way to do the toes to bar today would be, if you're not sure, or if you're just starting to string them together, or you kind of do fast singles, then I would think that one of the better ways to do it today is one of two ways. Either you just do your toes to bar until you're not, and then until you can't anymore, and then you're switching immediately over to hanging knee raises and not hesitating to do that switch over. Or another way to think about it could be, depending on how fast you are with your toes to bar right now, it could be I do the first half of the workout, the 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 with toes to bar, and then in the second half, I know to switch over, or I use the clock to help me determine what I should do, how much time is left between now and the cap. But maybe the second half I go to knee raises. But bottom line is 60 toes to bar is going to be a lot if it's not a movement that you're fully sufficient with yet, or fully efficient with. So, and then the barbell is kind of the same thing. Like, you should be able to move at least 5 at a time. My time on this was 12:23. And when it all, I think it was 12:23. I don't have it in front of me, but it was something like that. And what I found, and what I'm hoping that you find as well, was that my first half, the 10:8 down to 2, it took me 5:17, and then my second half, the 30:30, took me 5:21. So I paced it and broke it up and challenged myself correctly because I didn't fall off a cliff. Both rounds contain the same volume, so it stands to reason that they might take about the same amount of time to complete. So all said and done, the reason, if one took 5:17, one took 5:21, then that means 12:38 was my time. And because you factor in your 2 minutes of rest. All right, guys, enjoy this one. Enjoy this day. Really nice to get the barbell back in our hands in a snatch context. All right.